What's up, everybody? I'm TJ.
And I'm Kelsey, and we are
the Nashville Wine Duo. We're back.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. That's the only part I know. But it's stuck in my head. Now all these songs.
You know all the songs?
No, I don't know.
Oh,
I
that's the only
don't.
part I know.
No, there's just like, there's all these, a lot of midnights.
You were saying Taylor Swift likes the midnights.
Yeah, if you think about her or the other song, that midnight, you come take me on the midnight. You got that,
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, and then the new one is all about midnights and
so she likes midnight for some reason.
I mean, I think things happen to her at midnight. Breakups, know, new romances.
Oh.
You know, that time she was on the floor and they rhymed and they had wine and they dined and they looked in each other's eyes and they, a lot of things happen.
You know what? But my mom said nothing good ever happens after midnight, so.
Did your mom really say that?
Yeah.
For Taylor Swift, it did.
You know my mom. She would totally say something like that.
Taylor Swift is the first.
Swizzle.
She made a record. Did you hear about it?
What?
She is the first artist ever to have 10 Billboard charts, like 10 in the top 10 on the Billboard Chart 100.
10 songs?
10 songs from the same album.
Wow.
That's happening right now.
Seriously? On this new thing that she's released? I haven't even listened to it.
So she's got her, like, the top 10 songs on the Billboard chart, like the Hot 100 or whatever, all of her 10 songs from the same album.
How does that even happen?
And they said that's a record that's never happened before.
Yeah, I've never heard of that happening.
That's because of, like, I mean, we're obviously living in a different day and age where, like, all of it's released at once. So how much people can listen to everything all at one time.
Right.
Because it wouldn't be like that back in the day.
Back in the day, you just have one single that is out.
Mm-hmm.
And you wait for another one 3 months later.
Still pretty cool, though. That's an achievement.
Yeah.
I think that she's got this, like, and it's not just millennials. Like, I think people, even the younger generations, really like her.
Yeah. How is she staying relevant? That's what I want to know. I think
it's because there's so many, like, highly emotional women out there that really relate to her lyrics. And I think she knew if she was going to come out with this album had to be like a at the heartstrings, you're a girl in your room with your candles lit and it's raining and you're just wanting to think about your emotions and cry and laugh and eat cheese and drink wine and be nostalgic about your life. It felt very nostalgic, the few songs that I listened to. And I think that she's tapped into that female psyche of, like, how to get a woman to just kind of get in her head and, like, and also, like, feel like you're expressing your emotions through, and it's okay for a woman to be like, hey, I'm emotional and I have all this stuff going on, and, like, Taylor Swift's like, we're gonna sing about it and I don't care if people make fun of me, we're just gonna do it. So, and I'm not a massive Taylor Swift fan either, you know that. I mean, I liked her back from the, sneaking out late, knocking on your window when you talk real slow, and your mom, and it's late because your mama don't know. That's mine. Yeah.
That's your jam.
That's
your era.
Oh yeah.
I kind of liked it. I liked the 1989.
1987.
1987. I think it's 1989, wasn't it?
Oh, it was 89. Yeah.
That album.
I still think she's a talented person.
Yeah.
In general.
So you don't think a lot of dudes are listening to her and this album?
No.
Like sitting in their room, like lighting candles, listening to wine?
No, I think it's...
sipping
listening
wine.
To wine.
Listening to wine. Well, they are listening to wine if they're listening to Taylor Swift,
I think it's mostly all women in, like, 35 and under for the most part. I think that's her biggest demographic.
That's her demographic.
Yeah.
So that's who you think is going to be at her when she goes on tour this next spring? You think that's the demographic?
I think it's
tickets?
like 18 to 35-year-olds. Yeah.
Okay.
Women.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying there won't be other people there, but I'm saying majority of people in the crowd, audience. I think, will be that kind of audience.
Because how old is she? That's got to be her.
She's like 32.
All right. So she's in that bracket of things.
Yeah.
But still relatable, I guess, to the college female.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I think she's been really smart about, like, how she's, like, marketed her albums. They've been very, like, these big deal releases. Like, you're going to get something that's really special and she's even paid close attention to like the artwork and like making it she makes it a really big deal. Like if you're
Mhm.
thinking about artists nowadays, they don't really like I don't feel like they're paying as much attention to the album as a whole. Like she's looking at this album being like this whole artwork. She's not just thinking about one or two singles on the album that's going to be big. Like she's like, no, my whole album
Yeah.
is a big deal.
Yeah.
Like it's not just like two songs on this that are going to be a big deal. I want the whole album to be an experience and something that you experience from start to finish, which is I think is the way music used to be. And so I think
Definitely.
she's tapping into like the way that music has been really successful for a very long time.
Well, and just songwriting in general for a project.
Right.
You think of like Epic Records that came out where the whole thing,
Yeah.
which is very rare that you can listen to a whole album and from start to finish
Yeah, well,
and
and
live.
people are doing that. Why else would there she yeah, she wouldn't have 10 songs right now.
Totally.
People are listening to the whole entire album, just, like, soaking it in, and I also think she thinks about the seasons. Like,
No.
it's a very fall emotional like, she's thinking of, like, people driving around in their car, like, the aesthetic of the outdoors.
Uh-huh.
I'm not kidding, I really think
Yeah.
she
So she's a
pays
visual writer as well.
Yeah. I mean, even think about
Descriptive.
like, August song that came out. It came out in August.
Mm.
And then
It's
we're
brilliant.
living in a day and age too of like social media and people are gonna post about things. She's also thinking like these songs are gonna like make a lot of sense aesthetically for that time period.
I'm gonna write a song about August and I'm gonna release it in August. And then people driving in August are gonna be listening to the song about
Yeah, and then they're
August
gonna wanna
and they're gonna
say
connect.
like August slipped away to a moment in time. Anyway, I mean, it got me. I like looked back and I was like, oh, August. I'm nervous right now. As you all know, we have our puppy, and I think she could be upstairs pooping on the rug.
Yeah.
She
We
might
had
be.
we had the whole crew. We had Felix down here, then we had Rosie,
Well, she won't come down the stairs
the
where we are.
sheepoo, just kind of looking at us, going, "What do you guys have on your
Yeah,
heads? And
sorry
what are you
when that like
doing?"
Taylor Swift ran. It was
I
just like
love
in
it.
my head,
No,
and
it's good.
it's relevant to
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
relevant right now.
So
10 songs in the top
I
100.
just think that's crazy.
Yeah,
And like kind of, I mean, I don't know. You think about lifetimes. We all live a lifetime, and like there are people that are in each one of our lifetimes, and she's been in mine since I was like pretty young.
yeah.
So
Well, I'm gonna have to check out this album.
I think we should check it
And
out
if
after the
you
podcast. We
and
should listen to some of it.
if you come home one night and I'm in the room crying with candles lit, drinking wine,
I don't think that's gonna happen.
blasting Taylor Swift,
Well, no,
it's all your fault
yeah,
because you
but
got
you're not.
me.
I don't know if you'll relate to it. You might. I might be wrong.
Yeah, we'll see.
Mm.
The tears will tell the
The tears
tale.
will tell. Oh man.
We've been busy and good and happy, and
Yeah. What was the last podcast we did? Have we missed like a week?
we missed 1 week.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I wish we could like do this
Yes.
more
We're gonna get back.
frequently.
We're gonna get better.
Yeah,
We've already
because
got a plan.
we actually
So
changed my schedule is changing at Trader Joe's
yeah, so we're gonna
to
get
where we're gonna have the same days off together.
oh, it's gonna be
So
like we're
we're so
actually gonna have a
excited.
weekend
We're gonna
together.
have Sundays and Mondays off together.
Yeah,
We
it's
are
gonna be
so thrilled, and
amazing.
we're like, yes, like now we can like plan more stuff and do more stuff together because we've really kind of been ships in the night on some days.
Yeah.
And now with the puppy, we've had to, alter our schedule so one of us can get up early with her and she won't be in her cage all night long.
Yeah.
So we're really excited to have days off together and just keep plugging away at this. So yeah.
This new release on life, as we call it. The
Yeah.
weekend life.
The weekend.
The
life.
weekend life.
It's nice to have a Monday off too, because then you can get all your stuff done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sundays and Mondays.
Yeah.
I'm down.
I'm down.
I'm down.
But yeah, we are drinking, I would say, definitely a premium wine tonight. Man, like this is a pretty high level for us. Very good, amazing. We got this sent to us. And we feel privileged to be drinking this wine right now. Yeah. So it's from EmmaLily Vineyards.
California.
And that was named after two daughters, Emma and Lily. It's a small family-run winery located in Morgan Hill, specializing in the art of making memorable cab.
And the cab we're drinking currently is amazing.
Yeah.
Seriously, like it's exactly what I love in a cab.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, and
good
the
tannins, good structure, good body. It's not like this crazy, fruit forward,
no,
you know. It's not an oak vanilla bomb in my mouth either.
no.
Like it's just really structured well, but still has the depth and the body that you want in a really really good cab. And I can't. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
think
good.
that's exactly kind of like what their whole vibe is. Their love for cab, it grew on their as their palates continue to evolve. And the winemaker says that his wife Laura likes a fruit forward wine yet balanced with earthy flavors.
Mm,
So like I totally get that because I think that sometimes you can have a cab and it's not like it's a fruit bomb, but it's definitely it can be really tart, it can be fruit, and it can also be very acidic. And I've told TJ recently there's like some cabs that I've tried that almost like kind of hurt my gums because of how tart and like acidic they were when I
yeah.
drank them. And I don't get this from this wine at all. It's very big and complex. You can tell that there's a lot of like restraint in certain areas to
Hmm.
making sure it doesn't like, go to that high alcohol, like just this big cab. Like it's got that, but it's also like so smooth and
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, it's just very like it's big, but it's like you know what I mean? Like it's big, but it's like restrained at the same time.
Yeah, and it's this one is 14.5, so it's not, it's close to 15, but it's not crazy pushing those boundaries. But yeah, and I think everything happens on the property. So it is vinted and bottled there at EmmaLily Vineyards, which is really, really cool. The other part I was reading about is they, put these in the 750s and bottle them up.
Yeah.
And then they also put some bottles in bigger
Yes.
sizes, like Magnums probably, or something like that, for special occasions and for family to enjoy.
That's
um
so cool.
yeah, so they're wanting to save this wine that they're producing for family events and creating memories with their wine, which I love too. And I think they have a tasting room on the property that's open. um I think it's only open like one weekend or two weekends a month, that which I was reading. So this is just a premium wine. They're only available on their website, and we'll link the website on the podcast too. But Emma Lily, if you like a good, strong,
Yeah.
nice, bold cab,
But that's seriously like elegant and refined
yes,
and it's a treat to drink. Like just I think it's gonna be different than most cabs that you've tried. Most California cabs that you've tried. I think
mm.
you'd be so surprised and you'd feel like it was so worth it to get it.
Well, and I always say like that you can always taste what the earth and the winemaker are doing
Mhm.
like to the wine. And
Yeah.
like this, you can tell like this has been just handled and created perfectly by the winemaker, and I would love to see what
Steve
their
and
property
Laura.
looks like.
Those are their
So
names.
Steve and Laura, yeah, good
Steve and
job, Steve and
Laura
Laura.
and Emma and Lily are their daughters.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, one of their daughters is in Nashville living.
Really? I might have to
Yes,
ask them and
I
find out.
think.
Yeah, I'd be curious.
I don't want to start a rumor,
We don't know.
but
We don't know for
but
sure.
if you are, let us know.
Yeah. Well, we one day hope to go to California, and if we ever could, this would be like one of the
Oh my gosh, yeah.
top places to go. But seriously, if you really want to just treat yourself with an amazing wine, they do specialize in cabs, but they have other wines too that
They have
they've
a
sent
Cab
us.
Franc too.
Cab Franc
Yeah,
and then a Pinot Noir. No, just cabs.
I think Cab and Cab Franc.
Okay, cab and
Cab
cab
Sauv
Franc.
and Cab Franc.
Yeah. But they specialize in those. So if you ever are like, okay, I want like a really just bomb cab that I'm gonna like, splurge on and like find it. It's amazing. Emma Lily.
And they do have a wine club as well. And I am mistaken. They do a blend, a Cab Franc Merlot and a Cabernet Sauv. Um, but I'd be curious to find out about their wine club too, because that would be an awesome wine club to join. And maybe one day we could interview them and they could tell us all about
I would even
their
like to maybe
wine
since they
club.
sent us a few bottles, like it'd be kind of cool. Maybe we could have them on the next podcast. when we opened the other bottle, and they could kind of go into more depth about the winery and stuff like that. Like, um, I just love it that it seems like it's definitely a family affair, and I think that that's really cool. And I mean, no joke, y'all, this wine's like it's really
Yeah,
good.
so they have a tasting room on the property in Morgan Hill, California, which is by San Jose and San Martin, and it's only open the third weekend of the month from 1 to 5. And yeah, I mean, we're definitely gonna check out this vineyard when we hit California
I'd
because
like to know the story behind the labels too. Maybe just it kind of looks like it's a lily too, with grapes coming out of it.
which Lily's the daughter.
I
So
know, and then the grapes
yeah,
for the wine.
you are so observant.
I know.
It's one of the things I love about you.
Well,
Great job, EmmaLily. We're gonna try and
thank you so much
schedule
for
you guys on
sending
a
us this
podcast.
wine, and we are definitely amazed by it. We want to like shout this out. We're gonna do some posts about this wine too on our Instagram.
Yep.
This is one again, like it's worth a bottle for
Yep.
sure.
Yep.
So check it out.
Check it out. Fun weekend coming up for us.
Yeah.
We were invited to be a part of the Wine Down in Franklin event. It's a huge wine event that happens in downtown Franklin. And you go around the downtown square into little shops. It's put on by Lippman Brothers, and you get to just try all these awesome wines. And yeah, just kind of take your glass and go from store to store and check it out and drink and have fun. And it's a huge event, and it benefits the Boys and Girls Club of Middle Tennessee. And so when you buy tickets to it, it actually goes to a great cause. So
Yes.
we've been promoting that, and we're excited to be a part of that. So we'll kind of have a recap and be posting footage of our night out on Saturday night in downtown Franklin for this Wine Down on Main Street event. Can't wait. I'm
Yes.
so excited about it.
Yes, we love our community and we're excited to go to this event. And I mean, I think we should just talk about it. The drama that happened with Blended Fest. I mean, I think we should go there.
Here go. You go.
So there was, I don't know if any of y'all heard about Blended Fest, but it was basically marketed as like a festival,
Wine Music Festival.
wine music festival. And they had done some, I think, in Austin and California, and then they here. And so we had gone last year.
We were invited
last year by a really sweet friend.
Yeah.
We had fun. But I
just
remember.
got southern all of a sudden.
Oh my gosh, I did. Sorry. I don't know.
We had fun.
This wine's getting to me a little bit too much.
EmmaLily's hitting in.
EmmaLily. Yeah.
We had fun.
We had fun. No, we went, and where
Last
was
year.
it at?
It was at the Sound Stadium.
Sound Stadium.
Yeah. Last
So,
year.
we pull up, and I mean, I definitely would say that we were like, okay, there's not very many people here for it being like a big concert kind of thing.
But there weren't that many people there.
There weren't that many people there.
And we knew they were handing out tickets too.
Yeah, and it felt more like, okay, let's get like a lot of like influencers and like pretty people together, but like it's not really about wine. Like there was a
You're
lot
talking
of
about the concert?
I mean, in general,
Last year.
Yeah, even last year, it
Okay.
didn't feel like it. I mean, we had wine at our table, but it kind of felt more like it was supposed to be kind of like this like big part. Like it felt like they were trying to be like, what's that festival that failed, or like it felt like it was trying to be like a rave. Like
Yes.
I don't know. Like
So we went to the concert. It was fun. We saw people, met people that we still talk to today. Like it's awesome. We saw Lil Jon, which was great. Had fun. Then we were invited back the next night. I forget who was headlining, but we
yeah,
didn't go.
we didn't go.
We decided like, hey, we've been there. We saw everything that we're gonna saw. Met everybody that we're gonna meet. Like, let's just stay home and chill. So we didn't go the second night. Fast forward this year, we get an invite to be a part of like their influencer.
Okay, the whole thing was so misleading. We got invited to go to this thing downtown that was like, okay, we're all gonna meet, and then like you're gonna like get your tickets to hand them out.
You're gonna get swag. You're gonna get
All
stuff to
this
promote.
stuff. So We showed up, we brought friends.
Where did we what was the place that
I
we
do
went to? It
not
was somewhere
remember the whole
downtown,
thing. I was like,
some
"Okay."
crazy
We still
club,
had fun, but it was like
some crazy we
we made
made
it
fun,
fun.
yeah.
For one, okay, like, usually when you go to these events, you're kind of like, "Okay, there's gonna be, like, drinks for everybody, like, it's gonna be a whole thing."
First of
There's a
all
person, I'm not gonna mention the
we
person's
couldn't
name.
get up. We didn't even know how to
No,
get
we
to
didn't
the
yeah, I did
place.
not
Like
get
there was
there.
nobody directing us. Nobody.
No.
No, it was a
So we
joke
walked in, and so there's a person kind of directing this stuff, and there are shots coming out on guitars
with
with
sparklers.
sparklers to this person surrounded by like 30 people, and everyone is just trying to like get in the shot
Get
with
the
this
photo.
person, get the photo, get the video to take the shots. I tried to talk to this person because I knew who they were, and
And by
I
shots,
thought
you mean picture shots and
and shots,
shots.
yes, on guitars. And I tried to talk to this person to be like, okay, well, you're the point person, so I feel like I need to talk to you to like figure out what's going on. And the person was like, just come take some shots. And I was like, what the hell is this? This is supposed to be about wine. And everyone's just taking shots. And like, we take the whole wine thing. I mean, we have fun, but like, we think when we're going into a wine event and we're supposed to be promoting something, like, we do take that, I
Very
think,
serious.
seriously.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure we get names right and we're talking about the wine correctly. And this had nothing to do with wine at all. It was
I
literally
never
just
even
like
saw
people
wine.
drinking, getting drunk.
Never saw a wine bottle.
And I think after that, we both were like, we don't feel comfortable
Putting our name on
putting our
this.
name
Putting
on
our
this
brand on
because it
this.
didn't feel like it was about wine at all,
No.
and it felt like it was more about, like, honestly, just kind of like a bunch of people that wanted to get egos kind of stroked. I mean, to
Yep.
me, it kind of felt like that night. It
Yeah.
was like, kiss my ass and then I'll let people know that I know you, or and like, that's just not our personalities. We don't care about that.
Well, and it
Like,
wasn't really about the festival.
no, and it wasn't
I
about the
mean, it wasn't
festival. It wasn't
about
about
a
wine.
wine
No.
festival. Like there was just so we didn't feel good about putting our brand and our names on it. So we
Yeah.
walked away from that event going, you know what? We're just gonna kind of just
And
bounce
we
and
took a
bail
quick
out.
picture with said person, and then we just decided not to post that either because we're like, whatever. This person doesn't act like they could give two craps about who we are in the world.
Right. We don't want to
So
promote it.
why we don't need to? We're not. No, we're not gonna kiss people's butts.
Mm-mm.
So after all that, it's been a couple months, and then last night we saw people
We
posting
didn't go
that
to the
we didn't
festival.
go to the
We saw
festival.
people
That went, and it
that
looked pretty
went and
much
it looked
empty.
bare. And then I think the chain smokers didn't show up. I don't know
And
for
then
what
somehow they
reason.
ended up showing up later at a
A
bar, and then
small
they canceled
club.
it. I don't know.
Yeah, it was just
It looked
it
shady.
was so shady.
So then everyone was posting last night on social media, and this is Blended Fest. You could look up Blended Fest on Instagram or on the news. That the dude that started the whole thing has not been seen or heard from since October 1st. He owns all of the company. There's one affiliate company, and he owns the main the actual festival, and then the wine company associated with it, and the social media people are a third party. He shut off all communication between all staff, between everyone that he owes money to. So he basically owes people thousands of dollars, who knows how much, and probably took the money because he couldn't pay the people that worked the event, the
Hmm.
vendors, couldn't pay people back for tickets. So he had all these people that have already actually purchased
Probably
tickets
even
in
artists.
Austin,
Yeah.
and artists. And
It
the
sounds like Firefest.
it does. And then
Yeah.
the people, whoever somehow got into the social media, just said like, this is canceled. We haven't heard from him. They even gave the lawyer's contact. They're like, here's the lawyer's information that you can contact to try to get a hold and try to get your money back or whatever. And yeah, I even saw like one girl on there that kind of sucks because this is true. And this is another reason why I was happy we didn't go through with it, because there was a girl, she was an influencer, and she said, this makes us look like super bad as like people on, that are trying to like promote things online.
Yeah.
It makes us look very uncredible, and it's like, that's true. And so like, it's just a shame, and I'm happy that we had a bad vibe about it. But at the same time, I feel really bad for all the people that like freaking lost money, and like, what a scumbag. Like, I don't know.
So did Austin not happen at all? Is that what happened, or
No,
did it
I was
go
gonna
on?
even
But
go to the page to see because it said, I mean, they even were trying to like kind of humiliate him because he had a thing on his main page. So, oh, they're even posting more stuff. So the guy's name is Sean Evans, And on his page for Blended Festival, it says, "Do not strive to be a man of success, but rather a man of worth, and success will follow."
Oh
So
wow.
he's like, he calling him, and they're trying to be like, this is what this guy says about himself. Like, he's
Yeah.
calling himself a man of worth and all of this stuff. And it's like, are you kidding me?
I'm telling you though, we felt that. We felt like something crazy and shady was going on with this, and all the people involved were it just didn't add up.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing that it said is, to value ticket holders, it is important that you are informed of the status of Blended Festival. Sean Evans, CEO of My Wine Society, parent company of Blended Festival, has been absent as of October 1st. He disabled staff email accounts, and left the team with no answers to be found. Unfortunately, it appears that Evans is the sole owner of My Wine Society and Blended Fest, and the sole individual with access to bank accounts, payroll, ticketing, decisions to be made on behalf of Blended. So dude's just been missing for a freaking complete month. And yeah, then they
Took the
gave,
money and ran.
yeah, took the money and ran. And then they gave all this information about him to where you can try to figure out how to get a hold of him. They gave his, yeah, his legal stuff and everything. So sorry to anybody that got involved with this.
Yeah,
I'm
we know a lot of
happy.
people that were kind of trying to help, or
Oh, tons of
influencers.
people were
Yeah,
trying to help,
yeah,
especially people in the wine community.
yep,
And then I'm wondering if more and more people in the wine community, after attending, realize, okay, this isn't about wine like at all.
yeah, yep.
So yeah, that's that. Pretty crazy in the wine world.
Drama in the wine world.
Drama. I feel fine talking about it because it's already public knowledge.
It's out there, so
Yeah.
just do your research
But
as
we'll be on for
always.
another podcast soon.
Yes, we appreciate y'all listening. We love getting the emails and the feedback. You guys
We will be
are
more consistent.
no, I just love getting, people email and saying, when's the next podcast? Or I really liked, we did one about gin, and people are like, I love that you're diving into spirits and stuff like that.
Oh,
So
really?
yes, we appreciate the love and the feedback and the support, and keep sharing and giving us good high ratings to kind of push us forward. And we love you guys.
Yes.
We
Thank
love
you.
drinking wine.
Cheers.
Cheers. EmmaLily Vineyards, California.
Vineyards. What's that?